I'm just sitting here staring at my little iPad that I chart on for work. Staring with trepidation. I don't want to start it. I can only handle it in bursts. Hour bursts. I hate all the charting that you do as a nurse. It's terrible. I'm sure doctors have it just as bad. And at least it's busy work, which is good. It takes my mind off of depression, sadness, mopey crap. I'm actually pretty good right now. I just getting off the high of being distracted all day with work. So that's good. That never makes me feel good about myself. Thank goodness I distracted myself today enough to where I wasn't depressed. Like, that just doesn't sound right, right? Oh, a lot of people tell depressed people, go do stuff, like, go do stuff so you won't feel this way. But it's like, are you, like, what are you doing, you know? Are you just covering it up? Like, is today's work just a cover up? Or, on the other end of the spectrum, is it that work, that our bodies need it, right? They need to be working. They need to be doing stuff all of the time. Otherwise, you'll get depressed. So it could go both ways. I mean, you can look at it both ways. You can look at it the sad, mopey way, or the probably the more practical way. But still, both seem pretty practical if you think about it, you know? Like, am I just spending my life finding distractions? The problem is I'm just not enjoying the distractions enough. You know, work is work. It's not like everybody can enjoy work, right? So that's fine. I mean, it sucks worse when you hate work. I should like my job more. I don't. I find satisfaction when I'm helping people. And then when I come home and have to chart it, it's pretty lame, right? I mean, I think every nurse will tell you that. They hate the charting. They want to just shoot themselves when they start charting. But, I don't know, it's real. Like, when I'm talking with people, interacting with people, it's fine, you know? And when I get in my car and leave, it's not fine. But I can't do a normal job, interactive job. Then I found myself, so I don't have a very social job to begin with, other than clients, right? But I found myself feeling desperate again because I started texting this girl at work who's divorced. She's a couple years younger than me. I don't know if she has a boyfriend, but it's like, and honestly, I can't even remember what she looks like with her name. Like, that's how pathetic I am. But I'm open to having a friendship, you know? It doesn't have to be a relationship. It can just be a friendship. I don't really want a relationship anyways, so that's fine. That's totally fine. But I do better with females. So, and we both have kids, so that'll be cool. Maybe we can be friends. I don't know. But it's not like I get to be picky and choosy with who that is. It's like I can't really choose my friends when I don't have any. Well, I do have a couple. The ones that are going to get married soon, right? Actually, this other one might not get married. I might have convinced her not to do it. Or I might have been such good therapy for her that she's going to convince herself not to do it. Not because I want her to feel my pain, but she's young. She's only 21. I think she's got plenty of time to do better. I think I've been a good mentor for her. I'm okay helping other people. Just never can help myself. I'm good at making people laugh. I just can't feel good for myself. So, I don't know, I try to make myself laugh a couple times a day, and I still do. I still laugh. But it goes away so quick. It's just so it's polarizing with depression. You're either just sitting down there the whole time, but it feels like every win that you give yourself, it feels very polarized. Like the small wins that you want to give yourself, that you try to give yourself, right? Like you're trying to get back up. They're just so opposite, and then when you hit the bottom again, it's just such a big difference, you know? It's not like the gray area. It's either white or black at this point. There's no gray. Gray middle like you're used to before. I feel like maybe just the distractions of life put you in this gray middle. And it's easy to drop or it's easy to rise. I think it's easier to drop than to rise, just generally. I think you'll go into the depression state a lot easier than you will really elated or happy state. So that's the end problem. Maybe everybody's inherently able to get depressed fairly easy. Maybe that's one of the reasons why depression's more rampant than happiness. That and people are looking for it in the wrong places. Looking for it in things or materialism, you know? Buying things for happiness. It's just keeping you in the distracted gray area, right? Right in the middle. And then the day comes, that stuff doesn't satisfy you anymore. Guess where you are? You are all the way going in the bottom. You're in the black area. And it's like this inescapable abyss, right? Hello, darkness, my old friend. There's truth in that. It's the only thing you can really count on, right? Is the darkness, the sadness, the loneliness. When you're dying, and when you die, you go into the dark, right? Into the loneliness. That's where you end up. A lot of people just get there before they die. But I do, religion concerned, I do believe that life is full of trials, and we can become better people as we go through them, and you don't become a better person going through good things all the time. You just don't. It's the crappy stuff. It's getting through the depression that does give you good experience and wisdom, and that's how we survive as the human race. We help our progeny do something different than we did, right? We try to help them learn from our mistakes, which is good. So we go through the darkness so they don't have to. We get the wounds so they don't have to. We teach our children not to fight the big bear when we did, right? And hopefully they'll teach their children the same. And eventually, you can adapt to that as a species, right? Or as a whatever. So that's the general idea. And I think that plays well with religion, actually. Hand in hand. I think we try to teach our children good things. We try to teach our children morals so that, they don't repeat our mistakes. Even though oftentimes we become our parents, and that's sometimes unavoidable. But it doesn't always happen where the kids follow the parents' example. Sometimes the bad example makes us want to be a better, different person. Which is interesting because that doesn't exist in any other species. You don't get that. That's why morality is so essential to humanity. Because a lot of species, they just don't have these kids that want to be different from their parents. They don't think into their heads. This morality never crosses their mind that I don't like what my parents doing, so I'm going to do something different. That train of thought just doesn't really enter there, the right and wrong thing. It's cool, it's unique. We shouldn't not embrace that as human beings. We should embrace it. We should cherish it. Cherish the idea of good decisions and bad decisions. Yeah, I think so.